Welcome to the A to Z Trivia channel. Today's quiz is all about expanding your general knowledge while having some fun. We'll explore 26 questions, one for each letter of the alphabet, with helpful image clues. You'll have 12 seconds to answer each, but feel free to pause and ponder. Even if you don't know all the answers, you're sure to learn something new. If you're ready, then let's get quizzing. Beginning with A. What is the longest continental mountain range in the world? That's the Andes. Beginning with B, which Grammy-winning album, released in 1997, revived international interest in traditional Cuban music? That was the Buena Vista Social Club. Beginning with C, what sweet treats, originally created by Tom Smith, became known as Cossacks due to the sound they made when pulled apart? They're Christmas crackers. Beginning with D, which 1964 black comedy film, directed by Stanley Kubrick, satirized the Cold War? That was Dr. Strangelove. Beginning with E, which annual meteor shower, visible in early May, is associated with Halley's Comet? That's the Eta or Eta Aquarids. Beginning with F, what country's people were taxed for using salt in the 17th century? That was France. Beginning with G, who wrote the 1903 play subtitled A Comedy and a Philosophy, featuring the character of John Tanner? That was George Bernard Shaw. Beginning with H, what distinctive anatomical feature do all ungulates animals possess? They all have hooves. Beginning with I, on which reality TV series, first airing in 2007, do drivers navigate dangerous frozen roads in Canada and Alaska? That's Ice Road Truckers. Beginning with J, what do the initials JK stand for in the name of the author of the Harry Potter series? That's Joanne Kathleen. Beginning with K, who created the beloved characters of Ratty, Mole, Badger and Mr. Toad in a classic children's novel? That was Kenneth Grahame. Beginning with L, what garden tool patented by Edwin Budding in 1830 is used for cutting grass to an even length? That's the lawnmower. Beginning with M, who was the first person, male or female, to swim across Lake Ontario in 1954? That was Marilyn Bell. I must say a huge thank you to everyone who's subscribed. I'm blown away that 30% of you are part of the community and it's still growing. If you're enjoying the quiz and haven't subscribed yet, please hit that like and subscribe button to help the channel out. Thanks once again, and let's jump back into the quiz. Beginning with N, released in 1989, Bleach was the debut studio album by which iconic American grunge band? That's Nirvana. Beginning with O, in Greek mythology, who successfully answered the seemingly impossible riddle posed by the monstrous Sphinx? That was Oedipus. Beginning with P, which powerful Olympian deity in Greek mythology wielded a trident and was known for controlling the oceans and storms? That was Poseidon. Beginning with Q, what is the name of the traditional game in which players throw rings at a stake, aiming to encircle it or land closest? That's the game of quoits. Beginning with R, in which European country would you find the historical region of Transylvania famously associated with vampires? That's Romania. Beginning with S, which medical instrument used for listening to internal body sounds was invented by René Laennec in 1819? That's the stethoscope. Beginning with T, which band covered Britney Spears' Baby One More Time at Glastonbury in 2000, famously performing it with a choir? That was Travis. Beginning with U, which British sportswear company, founded by brothers Harold and Wallace Humphreys in 1924, specialises in football and rugby sportswear? That's Umbro. Beginning with V, what scientific property describes a fluid's internal resistance to flow? That's viscosity. Beginning with W, what senior rank in the British Armed Forces holds authority by virtue of a special document rather than a commission? That's a warrant officer. Beginning with X, what term describes an individual who has yellow-coloured teeth? That's xanthodont. Beginning with Y, what was the name of the dynasty founded by Kublai Khan in China, which ruled from 1271 to 1368? That was Yuan dynasty. And finally, beginning with Z, according to standard English dictionary order, which popular vegetable is typically listed last, alphabetically? That's zucchini. So tell me, how did you get on? What was your score? Please leave your score and thoughts in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this quiz, please like and subscribe, as this really helps the channel to grow. Look out for more general knowledge quizzes coming soon. Thank you.